Hi everybody, so it's me. I just wanted to jump on here really quick and tell you what happened to me yesterday. Yesterday I literally almost died, but I'm okay as you can see now. So yesterday I lost a lot of blood and I passed out at home. When I finally came to, I decided to get dressed, obviously, and go to the hospital. I wanted to use Lyft because, using an ambulance is really expensive. Like, nobody has $800 just to be shelling out just to go to the hospital. So I'm using a Lyft. I get in my Lyft, and the Lyft driver is asking me questions about the mask mandate and if you can take off your mask in the lift. And I'm just like, dude, I really don't care. I really don't care. Like, shut up. I'm trying not to die here. um and I'm just like, making small talk, but in the meantime I'm feeling like I'm about to pass out again. So I'm like, okay, Kaj, like, breathe, just breathe. And I'm like looking at things, trying to distract myself, and I couldn't distract myself because every time I looked I felt like I was going to like close my eyes and just like pass out. So I was like, okay, let's stop looking at like outside, let's just look at our phone. So I'm like looking down on my phone and I'm trying to get on TikTok and I'm trying to get on Facebook, and I'm feeling like I'm about to pass out. So like I'm holding on and I'm just like, okay, breathe, breathe, breathe. And I'm praying like, please, if I pass out, just let me pass out in the hospital. Because if I pass out in the hospital, they have the things to like take care of me. So I'm just like, please, if I pass out, just let me pass out in the hospital. So as he's driving, I'm like noticing that we're not going the right way. So I'm like, wait a minute, what? So I like look at my phone and I'm like, okay, that's the right address, but he's not going right. So in the midst of me feeling like I'm about to pass out, I'm like, okay, so am I about to pass out and somebody about to take advantage of me? Like, I really can't take any more of this. So like I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep watching. So he keeps going, and I'm like, okay, I really don't feel comfortable. And at the time, like, my vision was like going in and out. Like, it was like clear, but then it was like, excuse my fingers, I have like my my lipstick on my fingers. But anyway, like, it was like clear, but like it was like go out a little bit. And so I was like, okay, I don't feel comfortable. So I was like, okay, this is not the right stop. I don't know where you are, but this is not the right stop. Just drop me off right here. I'm okay. And he's like, are you sure we can figure this out? And I'm like, no, dude, like, I'm okay. Because I was just like, if I can't figure it out right now, and I feel like I'm about to die. So like, no, we're not figuring this out. I don't care. So I get out and I'm literally in Bellevue, and I'm like freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna fall. Like, I was going forward and my vision was going in and out, and I was like, okay, I have to call the ambulance. Because at first I was gonna get another lift, but I was like, I gotta get an ambulance because this isn't gonna work. So I'm in the middle of Bellevue on the phone with 911 telling them what's going on. I pass out, and then I come back and I'm hearing, ma'am, are you there? The ambulance is there. Wave them down if you can. And I'm just like, oh my God, really? So I'm like sitting in the middle of the street, holding on, trying to stay alert. And I'm like, these cars are like passing by me and they're looking at me like, what the hell is, like, what is she doing? She's in the middle of the road. What the hell? I had people stopping and asking me if I was okay. I was like, yeah, I'm okay. And they're like, we need to call 911. I was like, no, they're on the way. And so then I hear the sirens and I like get up and I'm like going like this, like waving, like hoping they can see me. And then they see me. I'm like, I'm not sure if you're for me, but all of this extra. And I'm giving them my name and everything, and they're just like, okay, we got it. And they're looking at me and they're like, you need to sit down, you look like you're gonna pass out. And I was like, okay. And so I'm sitting down on a fire truck because the ambulance wasn't close by. So I'm sitting on a fire truck. I don't know if I said that, but I'm sitting on a fire truck and I'm just like, oh my God. And as I'm sitting on a fire truck, a father and son walk by the fire truck, and they're just like, isn't that cool? Look at the firefighters. They're saving her. And I'm like, this is so embarrassing. That's not what I wanted, but whatever. So I'm telling them what happened with me in the lift, and they were just like, he got lost. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, the hospital is like literally back that way, like only 4 blocks. Like, how do you get lost? And I was like, I don't know. I don't care. I'm like telling them everything, and they're just like, okay. Ambulance finally shows up. They come and get me. They're telling them the information, and they're mad because they're just like, you were literally 4 blocks. How do you get lost from the hospital? Like, it's right there. And so I go inside and I pass out again while I'm in my room. And I come to, and I have, the IVs and everything in my arm, and they're asking me all these questions. And the doctor finally comes in, and he was like, you're lucky that you came in when you came in because you lost a substantial amount of blood. And so they gave me blood, and I'm okay. They just told me I had a really bad infection from the situation that was forced upon me, which I was like, great. So now I'm also dealing with it, not only mentally, but now physically, because my mother wanted to be selfish. That's literally what she wanted to be, fucking selfish, but okay. And so I'm here, I'm doing okay, but I'm home. I am trying to figure out how I'm going to survive, how I'm going to eat, all these other things, because of what happened to me. So yeah, it's not fun. I'm trying to hang in there, but between me almost dying yesterday and school, it's a lot. Like, it really is a lot. I'm trying to put my best foot forward, my best face forward, but I would be lying to you if I said I was doing okay. I'm not. Again, the only reason why I'm on social media posting this is because I'm trying to be a voice for people, and I'm trying to get my voice out there, because what I'm going through is not okay, and hopefully I can help somebody else. But like I said, these videos, what's happening to me is not for attention. I'm not glamorizing it by any stretch of the imagination, because even though I'm at home, I'm still getting harassed by my mom. I'm still getting text messages. I'm still getting threats and everything. I'm trying to come up with my own way of getting my own phone plan so I don't have to deal with her anymore, because it's bad. It's really bad. And I'm doing other things to try and protect myself, but it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. So yeah, I'm just hanging in there. But if you see my YouTube video and you like what you see, like, subscribe, share. You can even comment some suggestions that you think could help me in my situation. But I will see you guys later. Bye.